Day 6 of the Wonderland Trail, leaving South Puyallup River Camp and headed to Pyramid Camp. I'm excited. It's a little bit more of an actual hiking day, so I'm going to be spending maybe a little less time in camp. It's still not quite 10 miles, so not that far, but certainly farther. It might actually be kind of around the distance I went, maybe just a little bit more than I went in the past 2 days. My grand tour of the campsites of the southwest part of the Wonderland Trail loop. But I'm excited because it will put me about 3 miles to Longmire, finally, and then I should be out from there in a couple days. So all the rain that was supposed to happen yesterday happened during the night. So I am kind of low in elevation, right by the river, and it is a little foggy still. I've got my tent fly attached to the back of my backpack. I tried to winch it down as good as I could, but as well as I could, but I will definitely be doing little checks on it just to make sure I don't have a repeat of day one. Because if you drop something out here, backtracking is a little difficult because, again, it's just mostly steep up and down on the Wonderland Trail. So now I'm doing my up part, headed up out of the South Puyallup River. So headed up the trail. It's actually paralleling the South Puyallup River. Maybe you can see it through the trees there. All that glacial silt running. And then the clouds up there. Somewhere on this climb I'm supposed to get really good views of Mount Rainier. Yeah, I'm not sure that's happening today. Let's see. You can kind of get an idea of the clouds coming through here. Again, I could walk out of them, but who knows. According to my last check of weather on my inReach, and it seems like I've been comparing notes with other hikers, everyone who's been getting the satellite weather predictions has been getting the same one. There we go, here's a view of the river. And it said it's supposed to be cloudy all day, but again, these predictions don't seem to be particularly accurate, so I'll just have to see what happens. I really hope it burns off and I get some sun and some view of the mountains. Fingers crossed. I love these little footbridges. They're really common in Washington, not only here, over that nice clear river with the little mosses and everything too. They're not just here, they're like on the Pacific Crest Trail, and I'm assuming on the other trails as well. And it's not a super impressive stream, but it's really cute. But footbridges help, especially because they've got the tops chopped off, so you don't have a precarious balancing act, and you don't have to rock hop, which is always fun. Coming up on what is labeled as view of Mount Rainier. Look, there's even a bit off trail here where you can go take your picture with this beautiful backdrop of Mount Rainier. Yeah, that's not happening today. I am in a cloud. You can even see the mist on these trees over here. Just cresting Emerald Ridge here. The description is great views of Tahoma Glacier and Puyallup Cleaver. Yeah, let me do a 360 here. Honestly, it looks kind of cool. It's not even coming out on video how cool it looks, all shrouded in clouds. But no views of Rainier, no views of the glacier, no views of the Cleaver. And it's like 100% humidity, obviously. More hiking through mystery. I'm not even sure what to point out today because a lot of it does look the same. Again, it's cool. It's cool, but the views would be nice as well. Yeah, so I'm really appreciative of these little bridges here that cross these kind of wetter areas. But ooh, this one has seen better days. Okay. So I'm headed down in elevation. I'm doing my little dip for the day, where I dip down and dip up, down to the Tahoma Creek, It's one of those creeks that looks like rivers, and you can actually see it. I do have a view of some sort here. Not only can you see the creek with its glacial streams coming through, but you can also see the suspension bridge that I'm about to cross. That's a big, long suspension bridge. The Tahoma Creek Suspension Bridge. Look at this. 150 feet long, 200 feet up, and very bouncy. Recommended one person on the bridge at a time. So I'm going to put my phone away so it doesn't fall into the creek. Woo, there were a couple planks missing there. I know it's well engineered, but yeah, it does make your stomach kind of go like that a little bit, especially when you're going over that rushing river so far below. It's still fun though, so that was cool. So I have a little fun moment to share. I'm just heading up from the suspension bridge right now, and I came across two male hikers, probably in their 60s, matching bright orange hats, but I caught them taking a selfie, and they had to apologize and explain that they were taking that for their wives to show them their trip. Otherwise they wouldn't be taking a selfie, but they obviously did not see me talking to my phone at the bottom of the hill, because I have no right to complain about people taking selfies. It was just funny, I thought I'd share. Oh man, those look like they're gonna be big and juicy. They still have to turn purple though. Such a shame. I found like a couple. These are getting there too. A couple of these huckleberries that are just about ready. Some of them that are fully ready. But some of those that are still developing. Oh, they look so good, and they're teasing me. Ugh, juicy raspberries, also not quite ready. Ugh. You can tell my food bag is running a little low. Gorgeous, gorgeous water source. It's labeled as a stream. That is really picturesque. It comes down here and it's clear. Got some wildflowers down there. That is really pretty. Alright. Back on the trail. Okay, this is a gorgeous sight. I just got up to the meadowy area. Plenty of wildflowers here. This cute little stream. And it's still kind of moody and foggy back there. Kind of cool. The sun is starting to... I got another little bridge. The sun is trying to burn through this. I got a little ray of it a moment ago. It still looks pretty cool. You can see the clouds kind of trying to burn off right there. Definitely different moods on different days when you come through here. And I wanted to point out these wildflowers because I've been seeing them all over the place, and they are really cool. They're such dark blue. According to my guide, they're mountain bog gentian. Probably not pronouncing that right. But they definitely catch the eye just because of their color. So I think these are a couple more right down here. Focus. It's a really pretty color. Another log crossing, but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. You got all this monkey flower down here and this stream. It's just surrounded by wildflowers going up into the fog there. Let me see if I can do a wide zoom, try to capture this whole scene. That is gorgeous. So I am approaching the oldest patrol cabin in the park, built in 1915, and because it's one of the really old cabins, it still has its unfortunate name, and that is Indian Henry Cabin. Oh, here's a really good view of these mountain bog gentians. Here's some that are actually starting to open up. If I can get my camera's focus on it. Really, really pretty. A whole bunch more over here. Moisture in there is making my phone have a hard time focusing. Here's the junction for Indian Henry's patrol cabin. I figured you could see it from the trail. Oh, I see it. It's way back there. It's like this little house hidden in the woods. Let me go ahead. Again, oldest patrol cabin, built 1915 and still staffed. And I imagine, oh yeah, you can see it from over here. I imagine this is a really nice place to be staffed because you're surrounded by meadows and streams. And then on days when Mount Rainier exists, you actually have supposedly nice views of Mount Rainier. Today is not one of those days. Look at that. Scenic little cabin, that's fun. Man, this is such a tease. Just past the cabin, looking at the sign. It's only 7 miles to Longmire. It's not even noon yet. I've been trying to take my time as well. Devil's Dream Camp, the one campground on this Southwest Loop tour that I'm not staying at, is 1.2 away. The campground I'm headed to is less than 4. So even though I'm taking my time, I'm still gonna get there pretty early. Moving through Devil's Dream Camp, which is right on the trail. Looks like there's quite a few campsites. There's a campsite over here to my right. I think 7 campsites and a group site. So Privy's up there. They just kind of lined the main part of this trail. A lot of times there's kind of like a spur to the campground area, but not here. I'm kind of hoping to find a place that's at least a little dry to eat my lunch. If not, then flat, because there has not been space in this section to kind of set up and eat lunch. So one of the complaints about Devil's Dream that I saw this campsite was that it's full of mosquitoes, and even though it's raining, yeah, there's still mosquitoes out. This is definitely one of the most mosquito-y places I've been so far on this trail, so just keep that in mind. Alright, coming up on another bridge that has seen better days on a beautiful clear stream, but the really fun part, little bit of sun poking through. I had some while I was doing lunch. Look how clear this stream is. Had some while I was eating lunch, but it disappeared and now it's out again. Okay, hitting Pyramid Creek. I'll step up on this, but I'm going to put my phone down for actual crossing. Pyramid Creek, really pretty. And the sun is out, look at that, that's fantastic. Which should mean that I am really close to the Pyramid Creek campground. Okay, I'm at Pyramid Creek, Site 1. Just have my tent fly low and up right now. I'm letting it dry out a little bit, mainly so I can shake the dirt off of it before I put anything else underneath there. But I am super early still here. Every once in a while the sun has been coming down. You can see it's just behind a cloud right now. So there's plenty of water nearby. I have so much time. I might try like rinsing out my socks, maybe even my underwear at this point. But otherwise it's gonna be a long afternoon here. Hopefully the sun stays out. Okay, so nothing eventful happened at camp today. It's just been here a while. I am getting a little antsy. I don't like being at camp this long. It was nice to have some rest days, but I don't like being at camp this long. Tomorrow I am finally resupplying in Longmire. It's only about 3 miles to Longmire, and then my next campsite is 3 miles after that. So it probably won't take me that long to resupply. Might take me a while to charge my electronics. But I might even inquire to see if any of the campsites further along are available. So we'll see about that tomorrow.